Right, so I thought I'd do a video on how to prepare a soundboard for a to Kemenche. This is the one that I started a while ago, probably 2 years ago, and I haven't had time to do the soundboard, but I've just been given another one by a friend who has cracked it, that one. So I think now's the time where I will definitely put a bit of time into this and try and get both of these instruments done at the same time. So to prepare a soundboard, first of all you purchase one. This is about, I'd say about 50 centimetres long and 8 inches wide or so. I've measured how much I actually need, so the rest of it will be thrown away. So you get it in a piece like this. This one I actually got from Russia, if I remember correctly. So what you get is a piece that's 5mm thick, and what you need to do is use a belt sander such as this, and you put it on this way. I'm about to start working on it. It gets very dusty, so I just thought I'd show the process. So you just move it along, and it basically brings it down to about, it should bring it down to the thickness of this one, which is 2mm. But when you purchase the soundboard, you need to measure it. I'll just change hands with an instrument such as this, or you can get a digital one. But this one is, I purchased this one, it's about 5mm. So I'll have to keep working on it and bring it down to 2mm, which is what this one is. Let's have a look. So I've got to remove 3mm of wood, so it gets extremely dusty. I'll take it outside in a minute, but this is the machine that I use. This is 80 grit paper. I could probably do with 60. This is fairly new, but if I have problems, I'll go and buy a new one. But yeah, that's just a quick video to show you what I'm about to do. Hopefully the next video I'll have this down to about 2mm. I might do 2 of them, and I'll put it on one of these. I'll see if I can put this one on, fix this one first, because a friend wants this kind of urgently, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so here's the one on the right is I've just worked on that for about 20 minutes. It's down to about 3mm. I'll just do that a little bit longer. The one on the left is a new one, so you can see the difference how much I've taken off. This is the one that I've worked on. This is the machine. That's all the dust that's come out of it. And just to see how it works, this is an old machine. So that finishes the little session. Here's the all the pine dust. That'll go straight into the compost bin. And here's the final product. I've got it down to about 2.5mm. Sorry, 3. Just under 3. Once I install it, it'll get sand. Once it's on the instrument, it'll get sand back a little bit more. It'll probably come down to about 2.5. I might just do a little bit more, but that now is much lighter than it was before. And the next bit I'll show you how to get the curve on it. So I've prepared 2 pieces of soundboard, 2 pieces of wood. They're now done. It took me about half an hour on each one on the belt sander, and I've got it down to about roughly 2 to 3mm. So it can vary a bit because of the belt going around so fast, but it's generally 2 to 3. In some parts it's 2. It should be 2, but I try and keep it about you know, up to 3, and I can sand it once it goes onto the instrument. Now, to get the desired shape, because the instrument does have a curve, okay, what I do is I get a piece of PVC or plastic. This is a hard piece of plastic. You can get like an irrigation or a plumbing pipe. You want to get the curvature roughly what it is on the instrument. So this sits fairly well. It doesn't have to be perfect, because what we're going to do, if you can have a look here, it's roughly, it doesn't have to be perfect. So what we do now is I'm going to put these in hot water. There's 2 ways of doing it. You can either soak them in hot water so they can become soft, and then put them on here, tie them up, leave them overnight, and they'll dry up with that curvature, or roughly. Or you can do it under heat. I usually do it in water, so what I'll do now is I'll go and soak these in water, and I'll show you how it turns out. Okay, so the next bit is soaking it into hot water. This is my bathtub, so I've filled it with about barely 2 inches of water, and the temperature of the water is just warm, warm to hot, but closer to warm. So I'll leave it in here. It's obviously going to float, so what I've done is I'm just going to get this thing under here, and maybe leave it, give it a bit of clearance underneath, and I'll put a rock on it, and that's now just immersed in the water, so it's fully covered, and I'll leave it here now for about half an hour, let it fully soak with water so it's nice and soft, and then I'll put it on that PVC pipe and wrap it up. So I'll pause the video here and I'll come back in half an hour. And this is what it looks like once it goes on the pipe. So you put it on straight after taking it out of the water, and you just do it slowly. So I've gone up, I start at a certain point, don't go all the way down, and just keep wrapping it, and then keep wrapping this way, and then back that way. And as you put a little bit of pressure one way, as you come back you can put more. You just got to be a little bit patient, but it has a lot of give in it. So sometimes you think you're going to break it, so you can't put it straight. You can't put it straight down there and tighten it. You just got to do it gradually. So it gradually starts bending. So this is wet now. I'll leave it probably overnight, or just till it's dry. It's fairly warm today, so it might just be a few hours, but I'll probably give it 4 or 5 at least, and we'll see how it goes when I take it off. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours now, and I've just removed the string, and as you can see it's just raised a bit on each side, but that's not a problem, because if we take it and put it on the instrument, that should now, I'll just flip it over, sit almost perfectly on that. So it's perfect there, and so that's a success with that one. So I'll the next bit I'll just shave off a bit off the end here and get it prepared for gluing it on. So that'll be the next video.